I think the North Dakota insurance market is similar to many markets across the world, and probably domestically, and we face some similar issues with catastrophe and a lot of just the traditional insurance risks that we see. But I think one of our bigger risks now is the ever-changing, evolving nature of insurance and the nature of the insurance marketplace, and making sure that we're able to adapt as a state for that next wave. And that includes, having our companies ready to embrace technology and handle their data, be able to serve their consumers in the way they want to be served. And I think the needs of the consumers are changing, the needs of the companies are changing, and the needs of the regulators are changing. So outside of the general risks that are facing the insurance industry, we're moving into a whole new set of technology risk and all the different things that come with an evolving marketplace. I think technology is affecting our carriers, and they've got to change and they've got to adapt. And I think what I like to see is the folks who are willing to be adaptive and willing to embrace this technology are likely going to be the ones standing at the end. And I think that inevitably insurance is going to change. 5, 8, 10, 12 years down the road, I think our market's going to look very, very differently. And I don't think I'm alone in thinking that way. And so our carriers that are out there doing the work, investing in technology or looking at technology and seeing kind of who's going to be or where this market's going to go are the ones who are going to, I guess, lead in the long run. The use of technology and monitoring our market with the data that we have available to us, it's not a great system for us right now. I like to use the example is we can go in and get data calls from insurers, but it takes 3 to 6 months to get those data calls complete. And when you're making legislative decisions, lawmakers want that decision as soon as real time as they possibly can. So when I get a question from a legislator or from a consumer saying, how many people in North Dakota have auto insurance? And I can tell them from 2 years ago what that number was, but it's really hard to get that data closer to real time, at least for our state. And so that's one challenge we're looking at, trying to figure out how do we find a solution to get to that point where we can actually make informed decisions for our lawmakers in close to real time as we possibly can. The new technologies that are out there, I think everybody's somewhat aware of. I mean, it's blockchain, it's artificial intelligence, it's machine learning. We're all kind of wading into this water together, I think, and I wouldn't say we're real deep quite yet, but you can see the potential. You can see what this can do for our marketplace, for our consumers, and for regulators. And I'm excited about artificial intelligence. We spent a lot of time working on that and what that can do for whether it's claims processing and actually kind of risk rating and ensuring our insurers are providing great services and great products at a good risk, which then should hopefully lower premiums for everybody else. And then also on the data management side is the use of blockchain and engaging and unleashing blockchain to, one, get us cleaner data, get us data quicker. It all comes back to making those decisions as a regulator. We need to have that information. The more data we have, the more data we have access to, the better decisions we can make. Well, I'm excited about having the folks from AAIS and the openIDL down here in North Dakota because it gives a chance. It's an important next step for us. We've kind of kicked the tires, I think, from the openIDL system on the regulator side, and we like what we see, and we're encouraged by some of the development. But the reality is it's the data that's going into that system that's going to be critical to it. And so that involves our carriers, that involves all the insurance companies domestically here in our state and probably across the country and across the world. And so this is a very important key next step to see just how far along we are and see what are the next steps coming out after this, because I think the reality is we all know we've got to handle our data better. We all got to have a better data strategy on how we work on the core business of insurance. And this could be a key part of that.